Happy Filthy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week as we come to a close. I haven't recorded any live trading all week. Tuesday, I traded from my bed. Wednesday, I traded from work because I was at my other job in the morning. And on Thursday, yesterday, I traded from my phone again. I traded in the morning, lost, and then ended up taking another trade on my phone. Volatility is definitely in the market. I kind of just wanted to come on here and make a recap of my week. Government still shut down. I don't really know what the situation is with that. This is my week. Oh, I didn't trade Tuesday. I traded Monday. Y'all saw that one. That was the one I recorded. I didn't trade Tuesday. I thought I traded Tuesday. Wednesday, I traded from work. Thursday, I traded from my phone. I didn't trade Tuesday because Monday was really bad, and I thought that was due to the government shutdown, but that was just because we had a no news Monday, and I'm pretty sure the 13th is also a no news Monday, if I'm not mistaken. It's a bank holiday, so I won't be trading on Monday. I'll be taking that day off. I traded on my XFA for the second time this week. Made 170. First winning day on there. We're still down on the account, but again, I'm not really worried about it. I'm just trying to take it really slow with this account. This is a very confident trade that I had. This was the trade that I took yesterday, also on my combine. However, I went in way heavier and way earlier. Because I was so confident, I decided to follow it on my XFA. I actually traded on ES for the first time after spotting an SMT. I've never traded SMTs, so I'm kind of trying to learn them, which is also why I didn't want to go heavy on it on the XFA. But it ended up winning, which was really cool to see. So we ended the week green, about 36 bucks. This is the combine account, doing awesome on here. Hopefully I can keep it up. And that's been my week. I wanted to do a recap of today's trading because we had news that I didn't even know about, and I still don't know how to find it. But it affected the market. I'm pretty sure Trump spoke. It affected the market a lot. And I want to show you that even in high impact news situations with good chart analysis and risk management, you can still capitalize. So coming into market open today, we had some pretty tight accumulation in Asia and London, and then a move down pre-market. And so when I was looking at it this morning, I kind of wanted longs. I was expecting we were going to make new all-time highs. However, based off analysis alone, let's see what we can find. So I'm in bar replay right now. I'm going to stay on the 2 minute. Market opens, we sweep out London and Asia highs, we sweep out previous London highs, and I'm not sure if we sweep out those Asia highs. We do. We end up sweeping out these Asia highs as well. So you can start looking for a reversal here. The only thing conflicting is this AMD. So after we sweep these high time frame liquidity areas, right? What are we looking for? We're looking for break of structure to the downside, something to tell us that order flow is changing. So there's a few things we can do. We can use our Fibonacci from the low to the high of the sweep, which I'm pretty sure the sweep is right here. This last one, yeah. Is the next candle down? No. This one is. Okay. This would be our 79% extension, which is a confirmation of a change in order flow. We're also waiting for a break of structure. I'm going to delete this. I just wanted y'all to put eyes on it. I'm going to make this easy to see. Break of structure would be a close underneath this low, or an inverse fair value gap. So we have this gap that was made at this sweep. Looks like we could possibly make an inverse fair value gap right here. We invalidated it, but for it to be an inverse fair value gap, we need to continue down. We need another black closure or even a small blue candle, but we can't retrace all the way to this level. So we play the next candle, boom. Honestly, you could have scaled down into the 1 minute here. Once this candle closed, we broke structure, created our inverse fair value gap. You enter shorts here. So you get in, you set your stop loss at the highs of this sweep, right? If price decides to come back and grab this, then chances are you were wrong about the idea. Just take your losses and walk away. And then we can target previous high time frame lows, right? So this is my closest one, which is 300 points away. Set your TP there. Since that's so far, you obviously don't want to hold the trade that long. You can either trail your stop loss or you can take partials. I like to do both. I would probably take profit 1 here at market open lows, 25,295. That's not a really good R risk to reward. And if we are moving down, we're definitely going to push past these lows. So I would look at pre-market. Pre-market, we got this low right here at 250. There's TP1. You could have TP1 here, TP2 here. I would probably put TP1 here, and then TP2 maybe here, 3, 4 at this low. This is like home run. And as those happen, you're going to be moving your stop loss. Now, the reason that a lot of people don't like to trade news, well, here, let me just play it out for you. The entire morning session ended up chopping. And then it wasn't until right whenever the session was coming to a close, Trump started speaking and everything started moving. So during this trade, you got in here. Immediately you're in drawdown. We come back to this gap. Fill it. You could have waited for this gap to get filled, taken your short, had a smaller stop, risk less. However, I find that I have better success not waiting for retracements because they don't always happen. When it comes to news and you are trying to play safer, it is a better idea to wait for those retracements. I just kind of wanted to show you all the idea and how you could have played this. So say you got in here whenever we filled this gap at 65, 25, 365, your stop would have been at 25, 388. That's a 23-point stop. If you're not going in too heavy, you're not risking all that much. And then your R to R, potential R to R is insane. I'd be very happy risking that for a potential win that big, right? We create gaps both ways. They keep getting invalidated. We break structure. Actually, we don't break structure to the upside until right here once, and then we don't hold it very long. And this gap holds the entire trade. So even though you're in drawdown, that's where like your emotional management comes in, your psychology comes into play. You can't be afraid to draw down. That's something that I'm working on myself. Anywho, market finally closes. Morning session closes. We finally get this big reach down. And it just continues. Boom. All your take profits would have been hit. 1, 2, if you had it. 3, 4, you would have been out. Your risk to reward there, what did we get in at? Oh, look, it'll show us. We risked 600. We made about 2,400. What is that, like 1 to 4 risk to reward? That's awesome. This was news. Or this was whenever Trump started speaking. It happened like that. So because you were on the right side of the move with your analysis, we had the sweep, we had the break, we had the gap that invalidated the previous gap. Take the trade and you hold it. You hold it. It took an hour. A lot of people may have been in this trade, and whenever we started getting here, we broke structure, they get scared, cut their losses. You gotta let your trades run. And so that's how you could have traded news. I didn't trade today because of news. No, not because of news, just because I didn't want to. I didn't even know this news was coming out. I didn't know Trump was speaking. I kind of thought longs were going to happen. Like, I just took a glance at it. I really do too much analyzing. Let's see where we're at now. What's the market looking like? Yeah, and we just kept dumping. Hit all these levels. Beautiful, beautiful, like, from AM to PM, the whole move happened. Anywho, we don't have to look at the market. We don't have to look at the market until next Tuesday. And so I'm pretty happy about that. Although I probably will. I'll be doing some work on the back end over the weekend. Definitely on the bank holiday. Get some back testing done. Great week. Rough start for sure. I took a loss before this trade. This day, yeah, I took this loss, and then I came back in a few hours later. See, this one was at 9. This one, I got in at 1. So that was a PM trade. Worked out beautifully. Great week for me. Hopefully everybody else had a great week. And I will see you filthy animals again on Tuesday. Let me see. Powell speaks at 10:30. Might have to be careful. Well, I don't know. Hopefully if I take anything, it'll happen all before that. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Holy crap. Probably won't be trading next Friday. We've got tentative unemployment all day. Thursday looks pretty promising. Wednesday looks pretty promising. Tuesday it looks promising. The only thing I'm worried about is Powell. So we'll see how that plays out. What if I'm gonna trade my XFA? It'll probably be Wednesday. I don't know. We'll just have to see what the market presents us. Anyways, if you have any questions about my approach, I know I kind of explained it, but I explained it in a way that I assume you already know a lot of the stuff I'm talking about. If you have any questions and you like the way I explain things, I can go dive into them further. I just don't like to speak too much on it because I haven't received my first payout, and so I don't have that like badge, you know. Oh, I actually know what I'm doing. I've just passed a few combines. I'm working on a funded, but I've never gotten a payout. However, I do feel like I kind of have an edge. I am still learning. If you want to learn together, my comments are always open. DM me on my Instagram, and I'll do my best to help you out with any questions you may have. Other than that, hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Go to church this weekend. Praise Lord. And we'll be back next week. Peace.